Oh my god, I look like crap, dude. I look like I just woke up. This is Tri Takes, episode 8, season 2. I usually just go one by one, but fuck it. Hey guys,
Hey,
what's up?
Not much. It's a pretty rainy day outside today. I was gonna get
Really?
out and I was gonna work out, but outside. But
You can work out inside.
I could do that.
Yeah. Kid shaved. He looks good.
Thank you.
You guys can hear me, right? I don't sound too quiet.
No, you're good.
All right, cool. Well, probably should have figured it out earlier, but Sam's laptop broke.
Yep.
So
I had such an unfortunate last week.
how did it break?
I have no idea how. I guess, I have no idea. I guess it was on the floor, and someone stepped on it or whatever. So.
Oh, that's I guess it was on the floor, and I guess someone stepped on it.
Yeah, I didn't step on it, but I don't know what happened. But
what's crazy? I have a theory. Don't put your laptop on the floor.
yeah,
And no one.
That's
can
why I
step
went
on
wrong at the beginning.
Yeah,
But-
Luke is configuring his setup, but while he does that, I went full on. Who's the guy on TikTok? DeFonte. This morning, I had a shrimp scampi sub. So we had leftover shrimp scampi.
Morning?
Yeah. Well, it was 11, so lunchtime. Yeah,
Yes.
bro, if you could smell my breath right now through I had to Listerine, 2 rounds of two. I gotta work soon. I can't go to work like that.
Make sure you have a pack of gum with you.
Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah. But anyway, what I did is I took I took a baguette, sliced it in half, hollowed it out, put the shrimp in, toasted it, a little olive oil, Parmesan. Bam.
Wow, that sounds great, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, guys. What did you have for breakfast?
I didn't have anything for breakfast.
And Sam just woke up.
Yeah.
Let's just get right into it. The draft.
That happened.
So I saw something where if you placed a $14,000 $500 bet on Wembanyama going first, you make $100. So no surprises there. We're gonna talk the draft. We're gonna talk the Celtics because they've been super relevant. Marcus Smart farewell, which is a little bittersweet, but I think personally the right move. And then we're gonna talk MLB. There's a few things going on. Wander's getting benched. The All-Star ballots, why they need to go, why it should not be fan controlled at all. Because when you have one team that's from one country,
Yep,
it screws everything up. And Atlanta has just been crazy too. But let's get into it. The draft. Neither Sam or I watched it. I was at work. I was following on my phone. But Wembanyama, Brandon Miller 2, and then Scoot 3. And then Grady Dick, I know, went to the Raptors, and that's pretty much it.
and he got followed by Drake.
So
He said he wanted a Drake signed jersey. He wanted Drake to sign his jersey.
He wanted to become boys with him real quick. I saw that interview.
Yeah.
He was also wearing the craziest fit of all time.
And Drake loves dick, so.
Okay, dude. Yeah, man. Let me see if I can pull up this fit. But anyway, Luke, why don't you just give us your takes, your overall big takeaways, since you were the only one that watched. So
yeah. So there weren't really any surprises. There were some trades that happened. Am I surprised that the Hornets drafted Brandon Miller over Scoot Henderson? No. Because I love the Blazers and I love Scoot Henderson, as you guys know. So I will be buying that jersey.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. And although I was kind of surprised about the Asar Thompson pick at 5, I thought he was going to fall a little more. But, Pistons got a dog. Asar is great. on the
Yeah.
defensive end, as well as just like a versatile player. Amen is also really, really good. Obviously, he's the better regarded of the two brothers for his athleticism. They're both
Yeah.
freak athletes. I wish they could have stuck together, but maybe one day they will. Um, you know, I mean, those early picks, I was a little surprised about Jet Howard going over Grady Dick, just like for the shooting aspects. However, Jet Howard was a dog at Michigan, played under his dad, Jawan. So I think that it's a really good pick. Also, the Raptors getting some shooting. I think Grady Dick is a good fit for the Raptors. And other than that, I don't really know too much about the other prospects. So I will say though that Cam Whitmore falling to 20 was a bit of a surprise, especially
Yeah.
because a lot of drafts had him going 5. I really wanted the Celtics to trade down, and once I saw that the Rockets got him, which by the way, the Rockets were the real winners of this draft, in my opinion. I will say that, I mean, Cam Whitmore is coming off of injury. There might be some other stuff. His interviews were not good. Not sure why. He wasn't really great in terms of, I guess, his personality or whatever, which is another reason why he fell. But I mean, these are good picks. This is a really good class. An underrated pick in my opinion, even though he did end up going 6, is Anthony Black to the Magic. Although they are a really, really, really stacked, like guard heavy club, that might mean that they may be moving on from like a Jalen Suggs or a Cole Anthony, which has been in the headlines the past couple of days. But I mean, Bilal Coulibaly is great. I thought he was a good reach for him. Jarris Walker got a good defender. So I mean, listen. Oh, I also think Cason Wallace is going to be a dog because he's a Kentucky player. But anyway, yeah, I mean, overall, very predictable draft, you could say.
Yeah. I would say. I mean, there were reports flying around that Brandon Miller was going to go. That Charlotte really liked him. And all that really changes is that Portland gets the second best player in the draft for sure. Now, I mean, he's a great compliment. He's going to be a great compliment to Dame. Hopefully he can. I think honestly, it's good that he went not 2. Maybe it humbles him out a little bit, which is, first off, he's allowed to talk his shit because he's great. But I think if he can find a kind of mesh into a role, get under the leadership of Dame Dalla, look at how far he'll go. It was surprising that the other brother went so high. I think on most draft boards he was what's his, I forget what's his name.
Asar.
Yeah, he was on a lot of boards 10 plus on the board.
Yeah. Overall big board he was 8. So
yeah,
it was a little bit of a surprise to see him 5.
Right. But not a crazy jump. It's not like anyone made any super surprising picks. I will say I was looking at the second round. Shout out Isaiah Wong getting drafted. Trace Jackson.
Word?
Yeah, he got drafted right at the end. Who did he get drafted by? The Pacers.
Okay.
And then also the Wizards drafted Trace Jackson Davis right at the end of the draft. It's just crazy to me how you could be the best player in the tournament and have absolutely no draft upside because Trace Jackson.
Yeah, Aldama didn't get drafted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Trace Jackson Davis, he's great in college, but he can't shoot. And he was big relative to other college players, but compared to NBA players, no, he's just a non-factor. He's not gonna be as effective in the paint. He was tweeting out some crazy shit last night too, but
he said that they're gonna regret that.
Yeah, but you just never know with these things. I always find the NBA pretty fascinating because the NFL, it's usually the best players go for the best players go, and the NBA, it's not that at all. It's the best player. Sure, obviously like Scoot, Victor, Brandon Miller was probably the best player in the tournament. But then it's like just like who has the best upside, which I always find interesting because
Yeah.
I can never follow it. I think that's the biggest problem with the NBA draft is that like there's not a lot of star like unless you're like really in the know, like you are. Like there's not a lot of recognizable talent per se.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. I mean, speaking of upside, Cam Whitmore
Yeah,
has a lot of upside. However, that does raise a bit of a question. Is that he got drafted to the Rockets, who held the 4th overall pick, where Cam Whitmore could have easily been drafted.
yeah.
So it kind of like raises the question, like if he had like an interview or a workout for the Rockets, which he definitely had, and they didn't like him, like it makes you wonder. Now, I mean, we'll see. But
I gotta stop sharing this Grady Dick photo. Okay, there we go.
But one thing that I want to mention is the impact that this will have on teams. So what does this mean for Charlotte that they drafted Brandon Miller? Well, that might mean that they're not bringing back Miles Bridges.
I think it's guaranteed almost. Like
who's probably going to be on a roster. PJ Washington is also a free agent. So like we'll see. For Dame still hasn't made a decision whether or not he wants to stay in Portland. He said he's going to make that decision next week or something like that. So I think people are saying it's a crazy comparison, but people are comparing this to the draft where it was Hakeem at 1, Sam Bowie at 2, and Michael Jordan 3. So I don't know. I think it's dumb, but
that's
I
crazy.
mean, I think that Scoot has like the most upside on like besides Victor. Obviously, we know Victor's like a different animal.
That's another thing I thought is so interesting about this draft is like Victor is so big that like it's honestly like no one talked about it. Like no one cares. Like he's gotta be good.
Oh, for sure.
There is almost like I'm trying to think of any other draft prospect that like really missed the mark like him, like his hype. It's just
Jamarcus Russell, but that's NFL.
Yeah.
Well, no one was regarded as this high at his size besides like Taco, but he like wasn't drafted, so but I think that the reason that people aren't talking about Victor is because we've known where he's going to go since the lottery. I did see something really interesting though, like literally 10 minutes before we started recording. I think, and I saw this on Twitter and I agree with it, the lottery should happen 30 minutes before the draft.
Oh, that's interesting.
I agree with that.
However, it would be a little like messy because it wouldn't give them as much time to like prepare who they want and trades and stuff like that. So I guess that wouldn't really make as much sense. Maybe a day before, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say like the night before.
Yeah.
They did the lottery and then they figured out. Just because like.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Sue.
This was the Victor Wembanyama draft and Wembanyama to the Spurs draft that like I just think after the first pick everyone just turned it off. So like, okay, cool. Like this is who we wanted to see.
Yeah.
I think do you think Scoot getting drafted to the Blazers, do you think that changes anything for Dame?
I don't think it changes anything for Dame because Scoot was gonna like it was either Scoot or Brandon Miller. Like it wouldn't have made much of a difference. The Blazers might know that they're gonna re-sign Jeremy Grant, which is maybe why they didn't draft Brandon Miller. I think this changes things for Anthony Simons. I think that he might get traded when his value is high. Let's be honest. You're not splitting minutes between Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons.
Yeah.
No.
Get the value while you can.
I think the Blazers, if they're smart, they haven't been competitive. They haven't done anything. I think, why don't you just trade Dame right now? Get all the
They also have Shaedon Sharp.
Everything you need. So you can have a backcourt of Scoot Anthony Simons, and you have Shannon Sharp coming off the bench.
Yeah.
It's like a 6-man.
I
Just build around the young guys, and then if you want to get rid of Nurkic, get rid of him.
This is slightly off topic, but I just found a hilarious graphic on Twitter. 3 undrafted college players: Drew Timme, who averaged 21, 22, and 8.
I was surprised.
Oscar Tshiebwe, who was the National Player of the Year, and Mike Miles, who was a top player in the Big 12 and 18 points per game. And that means literally nothing.
But I don't think I've ever seen Drew Timme play good. Like,
okay, you're just incorrect because he was
Drew Timme's a dog,
he
he's
carried
just
that team.
old, and I think he's at his peak right now.
He's like I said, he's good against.
Put it to a Gonzaga game is when Drew Timme was shit bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's really all we really need to touch on for the
Shout out Pat Gardner.
Shout out Pat Gardner to the Miami Heat Summer League.
Mac guy.
What did he say?
Jalen Pickett, Mac guy.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if we're like, it's next year, Celtics playing the Heat again in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it's like Game 7, and it's like, and Pat Gardner walks onto the field, walks onto the court, just like drains a few threes on our heads.
Tatum,
yeah, for sure.
Dunks on Tatum.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that would be great.
All right. Anyway,
thoughts on the Tatum trade?
What is that?
Thoughts on the Tatum trade?
What Tatum?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Oh my god, dude!
We do have some trades to talk about. However, we do. The Celtics got Kristaps, Knicks legend Porzingis.
Really so sad.
Wish it was the first deal. Wish the
Honestly,
Clippers had it.
I'm okay. We don't know what else would have been in that deal. Right? There's like shit kept dropping after the. I mean, yeah, Brogdon over. I'd rather keep Smart, but there's something needed to change. Something big needed to change.
Yeah, right? I'm not really liking the reaction from Celtics fans.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck about the fans?
It's true, but I mean, I do think it's like a really, really, really good like deal. I think it's a great deal. I think we made out with highway robbery.
We made out.
Exactly. We also get the Warriors pick for next year. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We also have 5 second-round picks after Brad Stevens masterclass last night. Trade masterclass, Bill Belichick masterclass.
That was crazy.
Could use that in a deal too. I'm calling it. Maybe by the end of the weekend, DeJounte Murray will be a Boston Celtic.
It's funny because like we're almost so used to in New England. Hold on. We're so used to Luke almost fucking died. We're so used to having no picks in like the first round of a draft that like when this happened, I was just like, all right.
Yeah.
Moving on. But yeah, so we got 2 firsts and 2 firsts and Kristaps for Smart to the Grizzlies, Gallinari and Muscala to Wizards.
Yep.
Is that what happened? Yeah. Wizards got those 2 and who did they get? Tyus Jones. And
so they got a bag of chips.
Yeah.
An order of a small
They literally
fries.
got nothing. I don't know what they're doing. Like, do they understand that for a rebuild to happen, you have to keep the picks? Like, you can't trade the picks with the deal.
Well, they didn't trade any picks.
Oh, was it Smart? Those were Grizzlies controlled picks.
Those were Grizzlies picks.
Oh, okay. Well, the Grizzlies get Marcus Smart, so another player to add into the fire. Maybe can. I like. It's just like a weird. Like it's just gonna be weird. Maybe it will work, but it'll be weird.
And now his hair will be dyed blue.
Well,
it is sad though.
Dyed blue.
It's not going to be dyed blue.
It's probably going to be dyed green still because
yeah.
he only dyed. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to make Sam feel bad.
No, we can.
He
It's
dyed
fine.
his hair. He keeps his
didn't know.
hair dyed green because his mom, before she died, said she liked it green.
Oh.
Yeah, so that ESPN post was really awkward when they said
Asshole.
It's funny, like you go to that ESPN post where they made his hair blue, and all the comments were like, "Wow."
Well,
Like,
I found out, Harold Ramirez on the Rays?
yeah. Oh, yeah. His hair is blue for his autistic child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good feel good story, Sam. Now you're instantly in our good graces again. No. I think what the Celtics need now is a guard, someone that can run the offense. But as of now, dude, Derek White in the lineup more. I'll take it, dude. He looked great in the playoffs, like other than the 3-point shooting, but he's really turned into a complete player and he's ready to start. What that would mean is Brogdon,
DeJounte Murray.
and that would mean, Brogdon still as our sixth man as of now, which is perfect. So
Quickly got robbed.
What?
Quickly got robbed.
Did you see that Obi Toppin's brother signed to the Knicks summer league?
Yeah, Jacob Toppin.
Oh, I did not see that, but I did see that Opie and Thibodeau.
I saw that too. Yeah, they got into a little bit of a disagreement.
We need Cole Anthony.
I mean, I think he's on his way out. So
I don't know. It just makes the most sense.
I agree with that.
And then yesterday. Well, any thoughts on Porzingis, Luke?
Oh, Porzingis, fucking the unicorn. Yeah, he's gonna be great for the Celtics. Defense is shit, but listen, we make up for that with the other defensive guys that we have on the team. Losing Marcus Smart, obviously a big blow to the defense.
Huge.
Like, but also losing like a lot of the heart in the organization. Like, obviously we all know that. Like, I'm not going to touch on that. I'm just going to touch on the basketball, like playing aspect of it. But Porzingis, he can shoot it. He was a borderline all-star last year. He had his best season, and Brad said he wants to keep him more than just the year. So we'll see how contract negotiations go with Jaylen Brown. But listen, this is great. This is really, really good for the Celtics. This is exactly what they needed. So
I was listening to some Boston Sports Talk Radio 98.5, and what they were commenting on is they were surprised that Brad willingly lied in the first press conference after they lost, saying that they were going to try to keep the core, which could mean two things. A, he didn't consider Marcus Smart as the core, which is just not true because he's such a role veteran player.
He's a starter.
But also, Brad is willing to make the moves regardless of how he talks to the media, which is great for us because we need change. The past 4 years with these three players on the court, nothing's happened. We've gotten to the finals. We're a game or 2 games away from winning a championship. That's not good enough. So I really like this. I think it takes a lot of stress off Rob and a lot of stress off Al. This is a guy. I mean, I think the biggest concern is, can Kristaps stay on the floor? If he does stay on the floor, he's a guaranteed playmaker. He's gonna relieve the pressure off these big men to score. If we have Rob catching lobs, and then like if Rob isn't available for a lob, you just dish the ball to Kristaps in the paint. Like, we're gonna have a lot of scoring options and a lot more depth than usual. But now that we have height, I think that's been a real problem with the Celtics forwards. Like, we just don't have height. And Horford, was getting old. So this is just overall, I like where we're placing our chips, taking some depth out of the guards, moving it to the forwards. That's perfectly fine. And we got picks. So I agree. I think another deal could happen by the end of the week. Is it going to be a superstar? I don't think so. I think it will be, I don't know. My dream fit would be Fred VanVleet. But he's not, we'd have to sign him. He's
We
not.
don't really have
It's
the
not a
money for
trade,
that.
and we don't really have the money right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celtics fan aside, just looking at this like from the Grizzlies perspective, I think this is really good. I think this is exactly what they need. They got I was on TikTok before we started, and OG Chilltown Hoops. I watched his video regarding the trade, and he was saying that it's like a bunch of the kids that bouncing on the walls, running
Yeah.
around without a care in the world, and then they have the adult come in and tell them, sit down, listen, and that's what Marcus Smart brings to this undisciplined Grizzlies team.
Yeah.
I think with Ja being out 25 games, Marcus Smart is going to start those games with Tyus Jones being gone. And he's going to get that respect from the locker room. And honestly, the Grizzlies just got so much better. They were already great. And now that they have, this vet who is still good under 30 years old and defensive player of the year, they have the last 2 defensive player of the years on the same team. So that's that's kind of nuts. So we'll have to see for the Grizzlies. And I just wanted to, I don't know if we were gonna highlight this just really quickly, the Chris Paul trade.
Oh, I was wait, hold on. I got something for you. Give me 1 sec. We can start talking about it now.
I'm surprised they got a first for CP3 though.
I didn't know they got a first for CP3.
Here, let me find the goofiest soundbite on feeding the ducks. Yeah, it's pretty goofy. Jordan Poole is gone.
But the Suns got so much.
Nah, but seriously.
The Wizards are gonna have Jordan Poole drop in 25 a night.
That's crazy.
Wait.
What?
Wait, where did I go?
Chris Paul got traded to the Wizards in the Bradley Beal trade.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I actually had someone else. Chris Paul has already been traded twice this offseason.
He's there to stay in Golden State. He's not going anywhere.
But
like
I was looking at the Athletic article about this deal, and they gave the Warriors a B and the Wizards a B minus. I would disagree. I would give the Warriors a C.
Also the Wizards got Patrick Baldwin Jr., who was a round pick last year.
And yeah, how many picks did they get from this deal? Any?
I think they got some. I have no idea.
They got some swaps. So in the Suns deal, I know they got a lot more picks. That was revealed. But yeah, this is
sent Jordan Poole and draft picks to Wizards to land future Hall of Famer.
Oh my god.
What?
I just saw the craziest tweet ever. It said, I like the Jordan Walsh pick, but that probably means KG can't hang around the locker room anymore. And if you don't get what that means, when KG was playing, he called Charlie Villanueva. He said that Charlie Villanueva looked like a cancer patient.
Oh god.
Wow. So it's pretty fucked up.
That's fucking crazy.
But anyway, yeah, Jordan Poole's gonna be good on the Wizards.
Yeah.
I Jordan Poole had a terrible year. Just really his shooting was bad. He got kicked off the starting rotation in the playoffs, which is just wild.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chris Paul, on the other hand, was injured for part of the year, I think, for the Suns.
Yeah, if I'm wrong. Like that.
And then, just the Suns really never got it going. And at the end of the day, they parted ways with him. So this is just interesting all around.
Wait, Chris Paul's like officially old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had to compare the Wizards to a team right now, it'd be a worse Nets. I feel like they just have a ton of role players that are just not great, and not many picks to show for it. They got a lot of second rounds and they got a few swaps in that Beal deal. But right now, they're just a no factor. Kuzma's gone too, so it's just Kuzma's seeking something over 30 mil.
It's kind of nuts.
Which is crazy. I mean, he was great last year, but not that great. I don't have a team in mind that would fit Kuzma.
The Celtics, but
yeah. But we don't have money.
Actually, no. I think the Knicks would be another good one.
Kuzma.
Or the Cavs.
But at the end of the day, that trade is really a no factor. I really don't think it helps the Warriors' chances out too much.
It doesn't.
The Warriors definitely are not the favorite to win the finals next year. Yeah. And they're definitely not. I wouldn't say they're top 3.
Well, the good thing about that is that the Celtics have their pick next year. So if they are shit, then maybe it'll be a good pick.
The Warriors, the Celtics are the favorites. They play the Warriors.
Yeah, that'd be great if the Warriors shit the bed. I can see that happening very fast. But
if they don't get Draymond back, for sure.
Well, yeah, he declined his option, right? So
yeah,
which was $27 million. So
he's not gonna leave. He's not gonna.
He thinks he'll
LA.
leave to go play with LeBron.
Yeah, LA.
Oh, it's true.
I don't know.
Daddy LeBron.
Le GM. So maybe he'll make that deal.
But dunk.
jumper. Bro, I've been seeing so many people recreate that clip.
It is so funny.
Oh my god.
On his head. Isn't that what they do?
What'd that mean? Because I don't know.
I guess that's all we got for basketball.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That was the podcast. So you guys no. Hold on, I gotta get rid of this Pingus banner. Because we gotta talk to MLB now. The big story of the week is Wander Franco. Now the Rays are rolling still. They're still first in the AL East. They're the
Hi, Sam's brother.
I saw something move, and I just
you did. It was your brother. No, he came in for like a second.
I didn't even hear it.
I didn't even see him. So,
I did. There's a bear in Sam's room.
Let me read you a quote from Kevin Cash about Wander. Wander is a really good kid, really good person. He's a young player that is learning and dealing with the challenges of being a major league player and some of the frustrations that come with it. The cough wasn't in the quote. Over the course of the season, there's been probably multiple times that the way he has handled his frustrations have not been the way that we ask our players to uphold being the best teammate. And in response to this, they have benched Wander for a little bit. He has been he's slumping a little bit, I think. But he's been great this year. He's been a huge part of the Rays' success story, building. They obviously no one knew their offense was going to be this good. Not even the Rays did. But Wander is the keystone of this franchise. He is the longest tenured player and probably the highest paid by far. He's only 22, which Sam, you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, he's still a kid.
Right. I just think that this is interesting. I think the Rays are, for how analytical they are, they try to, control as many factors as they can. And if Wander being a little bit of I don't want to say head case, but just like young, him being a little young and immature, I guess that's a good way to put it. Maybe naive. They want to control that in the best way possible, regardless of how he's playing. I think this is a better way to handle it than when Yerman Mercedes was tearing at the league last year and just got instantly benched for hitting a grand slam and then went to AAA and yada yada. Like Wander, obviously, these are two very different players.
Wait, what happened?
Remember when Yerman Mercedes last year?
He hit a grand slam and then
Got
Got
benched.
benched?
It was 2 years
Oh,
ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. Oh my God, that was 2 years ago.
Oh,
That's crazy. Yeah.
Why'd he get benched for hitting a grand slam?
So they were up like 8 rounds. And then
yeah.
he hit a grand
Oh,
slam.
he went try hard mode.
Yeah, and this is when Tommy Lasorda was the manager.
LaRusso.
Or LaRusso, yeah, Lasorda. Maybe.
Okay.
And he's like really old. And benched him and was like, "That's not how you play the game." And then it ended up ruining his career. He lost all of his confidence, got sent down to AAA, and hasn't come back since.
That sucks.
Like,
Yeah.
Retired at one point and then retired.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
But this is a different situation because Wander is a guaranteed star. He has guaranteed talent. And the Rays are really good. So I think if I'm Wander, you just got to understand where they're coming from in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Know that you are the best player on this team, but you still have a long way to go. There have a lot of vets. Yandy Diaz. Oh my God, why am I blanking on every single? Yeah, Yandy Diaz. A lot of their relievers. Jason Adam. Yeah.
Fairbanks. I think who else? The offense is super young though.
Yeah, the offense is young. But pitching wise, they have a lot of vets, and I think Wander just has to do. He's young for a young player, so yeah.
Charlie Morton was on the Rays.
What did he say?
Wasn't Charlie Morton on the Rays?
Yeah, he was on the Rays before the Braves, I think.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, he's like what, 41, 39 maybe,
something
like that.
I don't know if he's reached 40 yet, but he's definitely old.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got to say about Wander. The Rays are still rolling. I think this is just a little bump. So some of the things they're talking about is that he slams his bat sometimes after a strikeout. I think he was like refusing to talk to media after making 2 errors. Like just stuff like, taking accountability. Just like general young person stuff. So, again, this is just growing pains and not something to worry about.
First person to pimp a ground ball.
Well, fielding it. First person to pimp a fielding a ground ball. That was crazy. I don't think that will ever happen again. So,
my fantasy team is on a 3-game win streak.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk fantasy because I'm on a 6-game win streak. So
I think I might lose this week, but I need a good starter.
Ooh,
pitcher,
I'm actually
one.
Someone offered me a trade, and it could have been the best trade of all time, but I just did not open the app for some reason.
What was it?
I have no idea what it was because I think it went away.
Oh, you never looked at it?
Yeah.
Someone offered me. I don't remember exactly what it was. But it was some not good trade, and I didn't accept it.
That's crazy, dude.
Shut up. But yeah, I mean, fantasy baseball sucks in my opinion. But I've been kind of try-harding it recently.
I'll be popping balls.
Try and claim Nolan Jones.
Oh, Nolan Jones! I forgot he's back. I have a 99% chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't.
Proud of you.
Sam's at 33. Luke's at 13, which is not bad for where you are.
Listen, I got an email from Adam Silver, so.
Oh yeah.
What does that say?
Thank you.
For what?
From Adam Silver himself.
Oh, for
being the best.
You can like enter yourself in the draft.
Yeah, some guy just did it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Oh, the trade was Jordan Walker for Michael Conforto.
Wow. You have Conforto or do you have Jordan Walker?
I have Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker for Michael Conforto. I would have taken it.
Yeah, I would have taken that.
Why? I don't need it. I don't need the fielder. That's the thing. I have my bench is like all outfield.
I have one person on my bench that's a position player. The rest are pitchers. So I also have 3 pitchers on my IL, which sucks. But
I have my best pitcher on my IL. So
interesting.
I have Zach Allen.
I have Shane McClanahan in my other league, and he's dealing with some mid-back issues.
Yeah.
I'm just lucky it's not arm, because that'd be bad. Oh my god. We gotta move on.
Oh, let's talk about All-Stars
Yeah.
because I gotta press you real quick.
Okay.
And you know what this is about. But I
Red
texted
Sox?
Dan while I was in class one day. And
Oh,
I said,
fuck you.
Orlando
Fuck you.
Arcia is about to be a dog. And he said,
Can you
are
find
you
this?
fucking stupid? I'll find it.
You can find it?
Yeah.
No, look at that.
Orlando Arcia is the leading vote getter for NL shortstops right now. But not only that, I think he kind of deserves it.
To be honest,
Okay, ready? I got it. I got it right here. I'm excited to see Orlando Arcia since Grissom got sent down. Dan responds, why are you excited about that? He sucks. I said, trust, he's got that dog in him. Dan says, I hate to break it to you, he is bad, and I'm confused why you're excited about him. Dan, would you like to read off his stats for me?
hell, Dan.
Okay. Hold on. Before I read off his stats this year, I am going to read off his stats.
Your player to have a history with.
I'm going to read off his stats from previous years. First off, he has been in the league since 2016. Okay. And since then, he has not had an OPS over 800. He played full seasons in 2017, 2018, 2019 for the Brewers. 731 OPS, pretty good. 576, bad. And 633, bad. All of these OPS pluses are under 100. So he is a below average hitter the past every year. Oh, and then last year he played 67 games and had an OPS plus of 101. So an average hitter. Correct? Correct.
Yeah, but he's
Hold on. No. So when I saw this, and Luke says, I'm excited to see him play. Buddy has been in the league for 7 years.
One OPS plus and was like, this guy's an above average hitter.
By 1 point.
Yeah,
that doesn't get me excited. That doesn't get the juices flowing. I'm not excited to see.
Went to the analytics department in his head and said Orlando Arcia is going to be a dog.
I did the same shit with Jordan Poole, and now look what happened. He's a dog.
2023, in 53 games, he is hitting .333. He has 9 doubles, 6 home runs, 25 RBIs, 17 walks, 40 strikeouts, and 871 OPS. Good for a 132 OPS plus.
Dog.
And he is the league leading vote getter for NL shortstops in the
And he is the starting shortstop on arguably the best team in baseball.
Yeah.
That I agree with the arguably.
Yeah, arguably. They're the best team in baseball.
I would say they're top 3. Now, what I will say is that I was looking yesterday what other shortstops deserve it, and I think he kind of does deserve the nod as of now.
I mean, honestly, Matt McClain is the other one that having a really good year.
I think he's second base though.
Is he still? But I mean, I think he's on the ballot as a shortstop. But like,
okay.
I also would say Arcia deserves it more than him.
So let's look at what. Oh,
do you think
Corey Seager? Sorry, Corey Seager.
But
Corey Seager didn't start great.
He's been great now.
But
I know.
Also in the AL.
Oh, right.
Yeah, wait, Seager's in the
AL.
Well, okay, I mean Tatis.
All right, the 28. This is what MLB has to say. The 28-year-old Arcia is making his first All-Star selection in his 8th MLB season, and he's making a strong case. His 333, 392, 478 slash line has him in line for a career year.
Yeah.
That's just.
What's
And Lindor is the second, and Lindor has like a
Right.
740 OPS. So
I thought he was having a good year.
no, the Mets in general, like hitting wise, have been bad.
Oh yeah, how's your dad feeling about that?
Not good. We actually had a conversation. We were thinking about. I was thinking about just like literally doing a podcast episode with him.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, we were just talking, and he was just like, "Run me through the Mets lineup, and I'll tell you if they're above what they were last year or below." So Pete, more or less the same, just lower average, more home runs. McNeil down, Lindor down, Eddie Escobar down, Vogelback down, Beatty down, Berger's way down. He's hitting better now. Let's see. Outfield starting with Marte down year. Nimmo a similar. The entire rotation down, and then bullpen down.
Yeah.
Other than like David Robertson
Because they need Timmy
and
Trumpet.
Ottavino. So yeah.
so Diaz was the heart and soul of that bullpen.
The Mets could legitimately be sellers at the deadline. That's how bad they are.
They won't be though.
I think they will.
I
think
don't.
I think. So where are they in the standings right now? Dude?
They're like fourth.
At least I think, and they're 13 and a half games back last time I checked.
Dude, they're 34 and 40, and 14 games back of the Braves.
The Red Sox are better than them.
Well, the Red Sox are 39 and 37. They're 12 games back, but they're only like 3 games back in the playoff spot. Actually, 2.5 games back.
Do you think the Red Sox move on from Kenley?
I honestly, at this rate, with how they're rolling right now, it's really hard to tell if they're going to sell.
Yeah,
because they've been rolling lately.
I honestly think, if anything, they're just gonna be stagnant at the deadline and do nothing.
Dude,
I think
Caleb Ort is my biggest enemy.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's so bad.
Were you watching the Twins game the other day?
Dog, yeah, bro. First of that, but like, bro, I'm literally on Twitter. Like, I know you follow that account, Dan, the Boston Strong account. That was like, how many pitches will it take for Caleb Ort to mess this up? And they lost. They got walked off. Yeah,
I mean, they had used Chris Martin and Kenley and Schreiber that game, so they had nothing out. They had nothing left. What he said?
Cutter Crawford.
He's a starter now, so put some respect on his dome. Yeah, because how
did you see Lance Lynn threw 16 strikeouts?
And they still
or was it 12? 16? I don't know.
16, yeah. And they still lost.
Yeah. Oh, Shohei was the one that threw 12. Oh. I saw the one home run he gave up.
Yeah, it was to Freddie.
Yep.
Shohei's
Wait. Back on the Red Sox. So the problem right now is that they're rolling, but they just lost another starter. Houck is out for a few weeks.
Oh, yeah. He got drilled.
He broke his face.
Is it that same injury?
Yeah.
The face. Oh, okay. I thought it was just going to need stitches.
I don't know how long until he's back.
Probably not long, I would say. But, like, still. That's a start or two, at least.
When do you think you're gonna get rid of Sale? Like just
maybe not this year, but next year.
I would do it this year. I mean,
he's getting a plate in his face. That's how hard it hit him.
Jesus.
So he's gonna be out for a little bit. I don't.
To be honest, he hasn't been good since the 2018 World Series.
Houck?
Sale was good this year until he got hurt.
Yeah,
but he hasn't been Chris Sale.
He threw 99. He had 2 12 strikeout games. He was rolling. He wasn't. He wasn't like I'm the best pitcher in the league, Chris Sale, but he was like I can carry your rotation, Chris Sale, for a few starts in there until he got injured.
I know, but I think Boston needs to move on from it.
I agree.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like,
But also the difference is that they have now developed starting pitching. So Bayo, Whitlock, Houck, those are all 3 starters you can have anywhere in the 1 to 5. I put Bayo at his peak, I could see him in a 2. Luke, what just happened to you?
Boston loves Bayo.
People are saying that Anthony Davis is not going to be in a Lakers jersey next year.
What?
I think this is wrong.
No, that's just wrong. Tanner Houck will undergo surgery and put a plate in his cheek, but Cora said Houck is definitely expected back this year. No timetable. That's the problem. They're going to have an opener or someone, and they just don't have that depth. So I'm worried the next 20 games what happens. Now with Houck gone, before Houck, it's okay, you have a solid enough rotation. You could maybe make a move for one more starter at the deadline. See where it takes you with this, because Story's back soon. But now it's just what happens. So
yeah.
We do got to talk about the All-Star selection though, because the Blue Jays have taken over the ballot, and it's a huge, and the Braves and the NL, and it's a huge problem. Now the big problem with the Braves one is that Michael Harris is receiving more votes than Tatis in the outfield, and Michael Harris had a really slow start to the year. Now is picking it up, and Tatis has been great all year.
Tatis has a hose,
and he has a really strong arm. And if Tatis misses the All-Star ballot, it'd be crazy. And then on the other side of the league, you have the Blue Jays, who have a whole country on their side and put Kevin Kiermaier in the All-Star ballot, and he'll take spots away from people that deserve it.
And Vladdy's leading first base voting.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, Vladdy's name wasn't Yandy Diaz.
Yeah, Vladdy's
not having a good year.
Anthony Volpe has more home runs than Vladdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vladdy's having a terrible year.
Stupid tweet because
Anthony Volpe fixed his swing, actually.
What?
Anthony Volpe fixed his swing, and he's been a lot better.
He has. I just still think he needs to be sent down.
But
I agree.
But Whit Merrifield is nominated. Matt Chapman kind of deserves it.
Matt Chapman's been good, but I still think there's better.
Yeah.
Do you just want to run through ballot?
Well, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so AL catchers Adley and Jonah Heim, perfect. That's perfect. Doesn't need to change.
Catchers in the league right now.
Yeah, those are they've both been insane. Adley, great. Heim has a little bit of a breakout. First base, Vladdy, Yandy. Yandy deserves it by far.
Oh,
Vladdy
for sure.
Should not even be on the ballot. I'm trying to think of who else.
I mean, you could make a case for Nate Lau.
Yep, Nate Lau.
But I just think Yandy's.
I'm trying to think first base though.
AL first base has been really weak. I remember when I voted, I was struggling a little bit.
Definitely I don't even remember who I voted for.
Yeah. But moving on, second base, Simeon. Deserved.
He's been crazy good.
Yeah.
The thing is, Witt, I think, is going to make the All-Star team just because second base, there's nobody else. The top 5 voting.
Yeah.
Simeon, Witt, Altuve, Brandon Drury, and Glaber.
Glaber low-key deserves the nod.
Glaber
to be honest. Really? I thought he's been Glaber, one of their better players.
You've seen Glaber play in the field. He makes some of the most boneheaded decisions ever. At the plate, he's either really good or he forgets how to swing a baseball.
Yeah, Witt deserves it a little, slightly over or Glaber. I think Glaber needs to get off the Yankees. That's my hot take.
I actually wanted to ask Sam about the Yankees, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
All right.
Third base, Josh Young, very deserved.
I'm
trying to think of other AL third basemen that deserve it.
J-Ram, even though he's kind of had a slower.
Rafi doesn't
Devers
deserve it.
Devers does not deserve it this year. He is just not seen the plate well. I really hope he picks it up. But Josh Young, 2.2 WAR already, 822 OPS, 15 homers, leads all rookies. A lot of 80 strikeouts, which is pretty high. But 44 RBIs, 14 doubles. And Matt Chapman, again, I'll pull up.
He
Matt
started
Chapman,
the year great.
No, Matt Chapman has the most WAR out of any AL third baseman.
So I think it goes to Chapman.
821 OPS, 130 OPS, so actually a better OPS plus. 10 homers, leads the league in doubles, and is a stellar defender. So, yeah, that's deserved. That's the one Blue Jays ones where I'm like, yeah, that one needs to happen. So,
yeah. But what's crazy is that the Rangers are so good that you can easily make a case to have an all Rangers starting infield in the All-Star game.
Yeah, you could. Except Bo Bichette exists. And Bo Bichette is also had a monster year.
Bo Bichette's really good.
Bo Bichette leads the league.
I'd say he's one that deserves it for sure.
Bichette leads the league in hits. He has 14 home runs, 16 doubles, a 317 average, 852 OPS, 138 OPS plus. I don't know his fielding stats. And Corey Seager is second.
Seager's had an insane year.
Corey Seager.
He's hitting 358 right
He's hitting 358. He has a 1.06 OPS, 188 OPS plus. The only difference between these two is that he has 20 less games played, which is a huge factor. But that's why I think that is perfect for a second spot. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So those two I'm not mad about. The only two I'm not happy with are really just Vlad. And second, I mean, I'm trying to think of who else deserves it.
And which one?
Second base, but I just
you can't really make a case for Altuve.
Yeah, he just hasn't played enough.
Brandon Lau, but not even him. Yeah, there's no one else you can really make a case for.
Ty France over Vladdy though. That's a huge one. Ty France is hitting 306 with 15 doubles, 10 homers.
Yeah.
That is astronomically better than Vladdy.
Also, this was top before, but Corey Seager has played 43 games and only has 2.7 BWAR.
Oh, wait, was this last year? Sorry, this article's from last year. I'm stupid. Bonk.
What happened?
I feel like Ty France is having a good year, though.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, Ty France was low-key having an MVP season last year.
Ty France is having a better year than Vlad. But
yeah, I do know he was struggling.
And he has a 120 OPS plus. He's hitting 270. Okay.
Okay.
That's not as bad. Okay.
Vlad, he just...
I'm trying to think, because there are no Orioles, but they're such a good team.
Really where it is.
Oh, Adley, right? I guess.
Catcher and bullpen, I think, is where you're going to see a lot of. Or I don't know if you vote on the bullpen, but that's where a lot of Orioles are going to be.
Well, I don't know if there are. I don't know if they'd have as many relievers because I know in the All-Star game itself, the pitchers just cycle out, after an inning or some shit. I don't know.
I still think they do have. I know Liam Hendricks. Yanir Cano still has a less than 1 ERA.
Yeah, he's a dog.
And 2.4.
So let's keep moving on to the outfield. So outfielders for the AL.
I'll tell you this right now: Judge is not going to make it.
Aaron Judge made it.
He's not going to play.
He'll probably won't play.
I think he's out to All-Star break.
Mike Trout, he's in. Randy, Jordan.
Jordan's not going to play.
Jordan's not going to play. Kiermaier, which is just the worst vote ever.
Good.
I can name 3 outfielders that deserve it more, and 2 of them play for the Boston Red Sox. Verdugo. Verdugo
Verdugo.
deserves it way more than Kevin Kiermaier.
But
And I have the stats to back it up. What do you say?
Kiermaier's stats. He has the amazing glove, and he has a 113 OPS plus.
Yeah, that's bad, dude. That's not good. That's not all-star worthy.
But he's hitting a little more. I'm not saying he deserves All-Star, but I'm saying I don't think. But I'm saying Kiermaier deserves to be on the ballot.
Verdugo has 0.4 higher than WAR. He has hitting 303. He has a 843 OPS, a 127 OPS plus.
Masataka Yoshida has a 129 OPS plus.
However, no, but the problem is Masataka is not a good fielder.
Yeah.
So, Masataka is hitting 308. He has a 129 OPS plus. So he's slightly better hitter than Verdugo. However, the fielding gives Kiermaier actually a much higher WAR. But Verdugo is for sure more deserving than Kevin Kiermaier. I think Kiermaier's had a good offensive season, a better than a usual offensive season.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's just the Blue Jays factor.
Dan
Yeah.
and Sam, you guys can both talk about it. So MLB Network just put out a mock trade for Shohei to the Mets. I just want to know what you guys think. So it's the Mets would get Shohei, Rendon, Hunter Renfroe, and Chris Davinsky for Ronnie Mauricio, Brett Beatty, Eduardo Escobar, Starling Marte, Kevin Parada, Tylor Megill, Blake Tidwell, and Dominic Hamill.
No.
Dumbest trade ever.
Yeah, you get rid of your entire farm.
That's stupid.
Farm for Shohei, Rendon, and Hunter Renfroe.
It's half a year of Shohei.
But it's just but it's stupid for the Angels.
No, that's smart for the Angels. That's
half
a year. It's half a year of Shohei.
I know, but the Mets don't have that good of a farm system.
Yeah, but Shohei's not going to re-sign with the Angels, so you might as well.
That trade almost killed Dan.
I don't think
get the most value out of him.
Just because of the fact that the Angels are kind of competing right now for the wild card.
Yeah, they shouldn't do it.
I don't think they should trade him.
No, they already said they're not going to trade him.
Yeah, and they know what's going to happen. Might as well just squeeze everything out for this year.
Yeah. Moving on to NL. Sean Murphy, Will Smith.
They're the two best catchers in the whole MLB. I know I said that.
Well, yeah. Will Smith has 908 OPS, which is insane.
We did to go over DH. Shohei, obviously.
First base, Freddie Mandelson.
Freddie, for sure.
Freddie's been so
Freddie's
good.
been a dog. Matt Olson actually leads the league in strikeouts. But
second base, I also think is just an easy pick.
Yeah.
Luis Arraez.
I can't think of another second baseman.
Every single week, it looks more and more like he's going to hit 400.
He's having a great year, too.
Who?
17. Ozzy Albies. 17 home runs.
Yeah, but
leads the league in RBIs.
400.
But, yeah, it's Arraez.
Do you think he's going to hit 400?
No. He's only hitting 398. It's impossible. Arenado and Austin Riley.
Nado.
I'm going to say Arenado, but both of them are struggling.
Both of them, I feel like there's got to be a better NL third baseman.
Down years. I don't think.
Just been struggling. Manny Machado.
What?
Manny Machado has been struggling.
It just feels like this year that everyone just got old real quick.
Yeah.
It's because of the shift.
I'm trying to think. There's got to be a better third baseman than those two, or like someone that's playing better. I can't think of anyone though. So
no.
All right. Shortstop Arcia Lindor. We already talked about it.
Yeah.
Lindor just because the defense is there, and yeah, the Mets have just been terrible. DH, JD, and Bryce Harper.
JD.
Yeah, JD for sure.
JD.
Bryce has been good since returning, but not JD good.
He also has Bryce. Yeah.
And then outfield, Mookie, Corbin Carroll, Lawrence Gurriel, and Michael Harris. Michael Harris should not be here.
Lords Goriel?
Lawrence Gurriel has been insane.
Really? Oh, okay.
But Tatis needs to be here. There is no reason why he shouldn't.
Acuna? Did you say Acuna?
Yeah, Acuna. So Acuna and Shohei got the most votes, so they're instantly in.
So Acuna, Corbin Carroll, Mookie.
Lawrence.
Where's Jorge Soler?
That would be my starting. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, DH I think should be Jorge Soler, but I don't think he's going to get voted in.
No. I think there'll probably be a lot of people that don't play, and a lot of guys that get in because of replacement spots.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the rundown of the All-Stars. Obviously we're gonna have to wait a little bit, and then we can do second half draft, which would be sick.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
For both of you. Who starts in the All-Star game for the AL and the NL?
For who?
Who's the starting pitcher?
Oh. Well, it would be McClanahan if he's able to play.
And then
Sonny Gray, but kind of
Joe Ryan.
Joe Ryan for sure. Over Sonny. Yeah.
NL. I think it's Stroman.
No.
He has the lowest ERA in the league.
Yeah, but the lowest ERA isn't everything. I'm trying to think. Who's been the best pitcher?
Yeah, I don't think you like Stroman that much.
Stroman's a dog. I love Stroman, but I don't know. Is he really the best?
He's had an amazing year.
Honestly, Stroman might not be crazy.
He has a 195 ERA plus, a 1 WHIP.
Is he leading Cy Young in the NL?
Wow.
I think so.
Kershaw
is leading it.
Oh, and guess what? I have them both on my fantasy
team. Stroman, honestly, statistically, is probably the best pitcher.
They finally uploaded a picture for Ellie De La Cruz in the ESPN fantasy app.
Luis Castillo
leads in quality starts.
Luis Castillo has 289 with 101 strikeouts.
Wow, Stroman has been really good. Holy shit!
Wow, that honestly is not crazy, dude. That's just wild, dude.
Everyone was shitting on me for that pick.
Oh well, I don't think anyone knew.
Look at me now.
But no one ever knows.
Wait, Sam. Do the Yankees blow it up?
No, I don't think they blow it up at all.
And that's why they're stupid.
Just try and get better pieces. See, the Yankees, they're never going to blow it up.
You owe Stanton $118 million for the next 4 years. That's outrageous.
5 times in a doubleheader.
Yeah, that's fucked.
You guys know that Brian Cashman's son is going to play for the team I work for?
Oh, word.
His dad sucks and should resign.
I think he might. If Brian Cashman comes to the game, I'll let you know.
Tell him that he should resign.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can talk face to face.
I'll pull up to New Hampshire.
Yeah. Oh, steak and scallops.
I know.
Way to go.
I was about to say that.
We got that hibachi thing. We'll keep it on.
Tri-Takes reunion coming up soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to be crazy on the ground. We'll try to post some clips of this one on the socials. If Sam remembers the logins. This music's so loud. Jesus Christ. This was a good episode.
Yeah.
This is good. Informative. My mom's home. What do we got to talk about next? I mean, I guess we'll see if there's any more NBA rumblings because things have been rolling. Celtics make a move at the end of the day, or end of the week. Second half draft coming soon. NFL, nothing to talk about still. This is baseball season.
Patriots getting D-Hop and Dalvin Cook.
Yeah. Sure. Sam, anything from you?
No. This was a good episode. maybe talk some trade deadline buyers sellers soon.
Yeah, that'll be some potential trades. That was fun when we did it last year. Luke?
Hopefully some more NBA deals happen soon, which I think they will, but we'll see.
I'm going to work later. The Nashville Silver Knights. They are 7-18, so not great. Yeah, but hey, only can go up from here. So, signing off. Dan, Luke, and Sam. Peace out. Until next week. All right.